When Michael Jai White goes to confront the final two bosses at the end, he goes onto the roof and it's really bad green screen. Like it looks really bad. It's such a shame because it's such an eyesore.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned this to me in chat. It looks like Neil Breen, like green screening going on. Like it's that bad.
It's really that bad.
That was perfect. That is the perfect description.
CGI, like Spawn, Michael Jai White in Spawn had better CGI than this.
Oh no!
Than when like that movie came out almost 30 years, no, less than 30, but 30-ish years ago. I messaged you and I was like, am I watching an incomplete film? Like this is like they weren't supposed to release this.
It's like the leaked version that got out before all the CGI was finished, and it's missing sound effects or whatnot. Man, I think the reason why the ending is so upsetting with the really poor green screen is because it's been a while for me where I liked Michael Jai White fight scene. Like it's like, you know, like I can't really recall the last fight scene I really liked that he's done. And I started looking at his filmography and I started thinking like, shoot, what has he done recently where I liked the fight scene? And I think like maybe the last one was Accident Man.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Like that might have been that was almost 10 years ago already. So I saw this and I was like, okay, the movie's, you know, it is what it is, just straight to DVD, straight to video. And then I saw the final fight scene. I was like, oh man, that's some decent choreography for once for Michael Jai White. But it's awful to look at. That it's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. Actually, you mentioned that, and it only just occurred to me that I'm like, it was so distracting that I didn't even remember the choreography. I can't recall the choreography. He goes against two performers in the film, and you know they do a fine enough job. But yeah, like everything behind it is so awkward and so distracting that I think that just kind of steals the show for me.
Going back and watching it, I like a lot. I like the direction behind it. Actually, it's Joey Min. He's part of like I think he started as like a YouTube, like a martial arts YouTube channel, doing shorts and stuff. So he's I believe he did action direction or fight choreography for this with some other people from that YouTube channel. And I generally like the choreography they did and the design overall. Like I really had to stop like thinking about the background. That's what sucks because it's so bad to look at. You have to try to just look at the performers and blur out that background, and it takes a little bit. Like eventually I'm like, okay, I'm just looking at the choreography. And like I said, because I haven't really liked the Michael Jai White fight in some time, I saw this and I was like, hey, this is pretty good. It just looks bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, watching the film, I thought the infusion of like the kung fu style for him was like, I don't know if I really buy that. Because I always think of Michael Jai White as, I mean, he's a Kyokushin guy, right? Not to say he can't branch out of that, but you know, he is best with like the really, really hard hits, really like fast and efficient. We've talked about this in like much earlier episodes of our show. But he's best known for that. And then doing the kung fu thing, I was like, I don't know, because like, you know, I think like the styles he was trying to imitate or emulate or like too fast for not fast, but like it requires a lot more like nimble athleticism, like, you know, flips and stuff. And I was like, it's not really doesn't really match his style.
Yeah, I mean, he's too big for that,
He's big. He's a
honestly.
big
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, like and again, like he can kick my ass any day. But like in terms of like his on screen persona, I was like, that's kind of strange. Like
Yeah.
to
Well, I
see
mean, he's
him
never really done that either, from what I
exactly.
can recall.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I feel like in this film, they're trying to play that up, and I felt like that was like, it's kind of a, for me, it was a bit of a disconnect,
Hmm.
in the action scenes, in the fight scenes themselves. Like the way he's going against the enemies or against his enemies, like, he can clearly see that he's doubled, because he has someone, doing those like kicks that's a lot more require a lot more
Here
air
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like someone who's like maybe like 20 years younger than him.
Hmm.
I was like I kind of wish they didn't have to do that. I'd rather because like I'd rather just see him win through just like being more tactical, being
Sure.
more
Hmm.
being a little bit more skilled. Because like he's getting older, but he's still obviously got it.
Hmm.
But like I I want to believe that like this man will just like overpower you through different means. So like watching the scenes, I was like I don't really buy some of the action scene, some of the choreography.
Well,
So
I think the fights minus the end, like throughout the rest of the movie, they're really short, and there wasn't really too much to hone in on
yeah,
with them either. So
yeah.
I think that was my problem with the movie overall. Like there's sprinkling of action throughout, and there's some okay stuff, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just fine, but it's that last fight that's upsetting because I like the choreography. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah, yeah.